Greetings everybody, we are behind the scenes at a Sky VIP screening of the new Gran Turismo movie. I'm Jake Sanson, she's LastLapLucy. Lucy, you have never been to a racing movie before?
I've never.
Never?
Never.
So you've been to the British Grand Prix this year,
Yeah.
You've been to the Formula E in London this year, but you have not yet been to an actual racing movie at a cinema?
Never. So I'm excited.
So, what movies have you seen that have racing cars in them?
Cars.
Okay.
Cars 1, Cars 2, Cars 3.
Nothing wrong with cars, that was a very cool trilogy.
I've seen the Fast and Furious films as well.
I'm going to leave now. No, those are not movies.
That's why that didn't even occur to me until like just now. I was
Those
like,
are not movies, those are abominations.
I watched them with my friend and it was like we were laughing so much because they were on the straights and they were going flat out on the straights and it's like, oh my god, the guy's catching up. Go even more flat out.
Yeah, there's a little bit more throttle to find. A little bit more throttle. There's a hidden seventh gear in this Chevrolet that nobody's ever seen. So essentially we're going to watch this movie, which is all about the life of Jan Mardenborough. If you don't know the story, we're not going to give it away. We're going to switch off the cameras for a little bit, pretend that an hour and a half of your life has gone by watching a film that you haven't seen yet, and we'll come back and let you know how it was. Have you got your ice cream? I've got mine.
You've got yours. I've not got mine.
Well, we shall find out. See you on the other side. Toodle pip. Okay, so movie just ended. Right, everyone else is gone, so we're going to get out and then we'll have a proper conversation, all right?
Yeah.
Well, okay, Gran Turismo, the movie. We got to the end of it, perfectly fine. First impressions?
Wow, I really like that.
Yeah?
I don't have much of a standard for where racing movies normally are, but I feel like that was just in terms of films in general, I feel like that was really good.
Location. We did have some genuine locations in there. We had the Red Bull Ring, we had Catalonia, we had Le Mans, we had the Nordschleife, and we had the Hungaroring.
Yes.
We didn't have Silverstone,
We didn't.
which is where the GT Academy happened. Silverstone is played by Hungaroring in this movie, for most of it, actually. In fact, Hungaroring played quite a few cameo roles through the entirety of the movie. Hungaroring also plays a starring role in Le Mans. Very, very well done by Hungaroring. Well done. Good acting role.
Job.
A little bit of stylization, but you know what? Because it's a video game that's represented in the movie, I actually thought the stylization and the CGI actually worked quite well within it.
Yeah, I thought it was really cool. I really liked how they explained all the racing stuff as well to people who might be watching it who aren't necessarily motorsport nutters like we are.
What I like about it is that it's a really good film to introduce people to the world of GT racing. It's not for the hardcore nerd, if you like. It's for people who don't really know this world very well.
And that's me. I don't know a lot about GT racing. You know, I've seen a bit of Le Mans. You know, I've kind of, you know, I've seen clips here and there. But for me, that was really my first taste of a whole storyline in GT racing, and I'm interested. You know, that's got me wanting to watch.
One thing I will say, the first 90 seconds of the movie was a corporate junket for the video game, rather than actual movie.
Okay.
I thought the first 90 seconds was a total advert for the entirety of the game.
Yeah.
I did like the way they ended it to showcase how the reality met the storytelling. I thought that was quite nice. And actually, the turning point in the middle of the movie where things get really dramatic, they actually depicted that incredibly well. And I thought that was probably the most human bit of acting I've ever seen in a Hollywood motor racing film for quite some time. So it actually brought some really interesting things out of the water.
Yeah, so I didn't know that was going to happen, and I feel like it was told so sensitively and so honestly. And I think also, you know, when you make a film about racing or sports in general, I think there's this tendency to go down the hole of manly men, macho, you know, we don't show emotion, but they showed emotion. They were showing men crying and feeling emotional because it's based on a true story.
Exactly.
So yeah, I think they handled that perfectly. So.
Let's go over acting very quickly. David Harbour, the guy who plays Jack Salter, brilliant.
Yeah.
Really hardcore, really gritty, quite liked it. Orlando Bloom, playing Orlando Bloom in an Orlando Bloom movie. He was a bit of a laugh, but I kind of wanted a bit more from him, actually. I wanted more from Orlando.
I think we needed a bit more of an arc from him.
Yeah. Jerry Halliwell Horner. I'm shocked at how well she did, actually. I'll be the first to say I wasn't expecting much, and she didn't do too bad, actually. It wasn't the best acting in history, but she actually was believable.
You weren't sat there thinking, oh, she's trying to act.
I wasn't
You know,
there thinking she was Jerry Halliwell Horner. I was thinking she was Jan Mardenborough's mum. So
Yeah.
she did well. She did a good job.
Yeah, definitely.
Jimon Honsu, the dad of Jan Mardenborough, everything I ever see him in, he is one of the best actors on the planet,
Yeah.
and certainly one of the most underrated actors on the planet.
Yeah,
he did a great
definitely.
job in that. The guy who they found to play Jan Mardenborough, spot on.
Yeah.
Absolutely nailed him.
Yeah.
Really, really classy, really good performer, really good actor, and it looks
Yeah.
like he really got into it.
I was being emotionally attached to that guy. I was like, oh, it's gonna be okay, you know. Like I was rooting for him.
And it was nice that there was a romance in there that wasn't sleazy, that wasn't clear cut, that wasn't over the top
Yeah.
dramatic. It was just there.
Yeah, and they put women in the driving roles as well.
They did, which didn't actually happen in
Yes,
reality.
I figured that would be the case.
But does now.
Yeah.
So I think it actually gives, again, it opens up the arc. Yes, it's kind of one of those situations where they tell the truth, but they don't tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth, but they painted it in a better light
Yeah.
than it was the first time.
Yeah.
The only thing I will say is that the storyline arc for the technology of Gran Turismo did not meet the reality of what happened. This all happened about 10, 15 years ago, and they were promoting the brand new video game as this is what's happening right now. So they didn't quite follow the timeline correctly. But artistic license, you're making a Hollywood movie, you're selling a product.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
The only thing I really wanted them to do was bring more of the real world racing drivers into it. Every other competitor that was up against Jan Mardenborough was a fictional character.
Right.
So for the authenticity of the racing drivers he was up against, it didn't quite ring
Yeah.
true.
So I don't really know the story. Well, I kind of do now, but I wasn't sure how many of these guys were real, who was just made up for the plot. I figured the guy in the gold was probably
made up, totally.
I was like, oh, surely not.
Yeah, made up.
Yeah.
But even his teammates in the Le Mans squad,
Oh, even there.
they were fictional. So I would have liked them to credit Lucas Ordonez. I would have liked them to name some of the actual drivers that were in the GT Academy.
And that wouldn't have
alongside
hurt them to do it as well.
No, I don't know whether they didn't give permission or whatever, but it would have been nice to
Surely
have.
you'd give permission. You're going to be in a film.
It would have been nice to have
I'd
that
say
level.
yes.
I would have been nice to have that level of authenticity.
Dear Hollywood, if you're ever putting a film and it's about me, please put my name in it.
Okay, so marks out of 10, honesty.
9.
You go for a 9?
Yeah, 9.
I'll go for a 7 just because I would have thought a little bit more authenticity to the names of the drivers that were against him, a couple of little bits and pieces. But it's certainly one of the better efforts of the last 10 years.
Yeah, I really liked it.
Genuinely good.
Go and watch it.
Well done, Gran Turismo. It's
Yeah.
a win.
Yeah.
Well done. Greetings, viewers. I've just literally put my hand in front of your face. That's really, really bad etiquette. That's
Yes.
terrible. Go
Greetings,
again.
everyone.
Yeah, greetings, everyone. Leave it. Go again. Roll VT.